The Pandavas, having established their kingdom in Indraprastha, decided to perform the grand Rajasuya Yajna. This yajna was meant to assert their sovereignty and earn the respect of other kings. To accommodate the numerous guests, Maya, the architect of the Asuras, built a magnificent palace called the Maya Sabha. This palace was not just a building but a symbol of the Pandavas' rising power and prosperity. However, it also became a stage for envy, betrayal, and the violation of Dharma. The Maya Sabha, with its magical illusions, was a wonder to behold. Floors appeared as shimmering pools of water. Solid walls seemed to vanish into thin air. Yet this architectural marvel could not mask the darker intentions hidden within the hearts of some. The grandeur of the Maya Sabha served as a constant reminder to Duryodhana of his own inadequacies and fueled his desire for revenge. Thus, amidst the splendor and celebrations, the seeds of conflict were sown. The Rajasuya Yajna was a grand affair. Kings and sages from all corners of the land arrived to witness and participate in the ceremony. Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas, was crowned as the emperor, much to the delight of his people and well-wishers. The air was thick with the aroma of sacred herbs and the sounds of Vedic hymns, creating an atmosphere of piety and celebration. However, the success of the yajna and Yudhishthira's coronation did not sit well with everyone. Duryodhana, filled with envy, watched from the sidelines. The sight of Yudhishthira's glory fueled the flames of jealousy in his heart. He coveted the Pandavas' kingdom, their wealth, and their newly acquired status. The grand spectacle of the Rajasuya Yajna, instead of inspiring awe, ignited within him a burning desire for revenge. The Rajasuya Yajna was not without its share of drama. Shishupala, the king of Chedi and a sworn enemy of Krishna, gate-crashed the ceremony and insulted Yudhishthira. He questioned Yudhishthira's worthiness to be called an emperor and challenged Krishna's divinity. Shishupala represented the forces of chaos and arrogance, a stark contrast to the Pandavas' commitment to Dharma. Krishna, ever the protector of Dharma, tolerated Shishupala's insults up to a point. He had promised Shishupala's mother that he would forgive 100 offenses. However, Shishupala's pride knew no bounds, and he crossed the limit. With a heavy heart but a firm hand, Krishna released his Sudarshan chakra, slaying Shishupala in the middle of the assembly. This act served as a grim reminder that even amidst celebrations, conflict could erupt, foreshadowing the great war to come. Duryodhana, consumed by envy, could barely contain his rage. His uncle, Shakuni, a master of deceit, proposed a game of dice to humiliate and dispossess the Pandavas. Duryodhana, blinded by his desire for revenge, readily agreed. An invitation laced with honeyed words and false promises of camaraderie was sent to the Pandavas. Yudhishthira, known for his adherence to Dharma, found himself in a moral quandary. Refusing the invitation would be a breach of Kshatriya etiquette, but accepting it meant stepping into Shakuni's web of deceit. However, unable to refuse a challenge, especially from family, Yudhishthira agreed to the game, unaware of the disastrous consequences that awaited him and his brothers. Section 5. The dice game, loss, humiliation and outrage. The game of dice commenced in the Maya Sabha with the Kuru elders watching in apprehensive silence. Shakuni, using his loaded dice and cunning, systematically cheated Yudhishthira, who lost his wealth, his kingdom and even his brothers one by one. With each roll of the dice, the atmosphere in the hall grew heavier, the joy of the recent celebrations replaced by a palpable tension. Blinded by his losses and goaded by Shakuni's taunts, Yudhishthira staked his wife Draupadi in a final, desperate gamble. This act, a grave violation of Dharma, sealed the Pandavas' fate. The hall erupted in shock and outrage as Draupadi, now a slave to the Kauravas, was dragged into the assembly, marking the beginning of their humiliation. Section 6. Draupadi's questioned Dharma in the face of injustice. Draupadi, humiliated and enraged, questioned the legality of her stake in the game. She argued that Yudhishthira, having lost himself first, had no right to wager her. Her powerful words resonated through the hall, challenging the very foundation of Dharma and the silence of the elders who had failed to protect her. The elders, despite knowing the injustice inflicted upon Draupadi, remained silent, their voices stifled by fear and indecisiveness. This showcased the complexity of Dharma, where adherence to tradition sometimes clashed with the need to stand up against injustice. Draupadi's powerful questioning became a testament to her courage and her unwavering faith in the ultimate triumph of righteousness. Section 7, Exile, a test of patience and resolve. Duryodhana, fueled by his victory and emboldened by the silence of the elders, subjected Draupadi to further humiliation. The Pandavas, bound by their brother's vow, watched helplessly, their hearts filled with rage and despair. This event became a turning point in the Mahabharata, forever shattering the fragile peace that existed between the cousins. Stripped of their kingdom, their wealth, and their dignity, the Pandavas were forced into exile for 13 years. This period of exile became a test of their patience, their resilience, and their commitment to Dharma. It was a time for introspection, for honing their skills, and for seeking alliances for the inevitable confrontation that awaited them. Section 8. Krishna's presence, a beacon of hope and guidance. Throughout their ordeal, Krishna, the Pandavas' cousin and friend, remained a source of strength and guidance. He had promised Draupadi that he would avenge her humiliation and guided the Pandavas with wisdom and foresight. Krishna's presence served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, Dharma would find a way. He became the charioteer of their fate, guiding them through the treacherous paths of politics and war, always emphasizing the importance of righteousness over personal gain. Section 9. The Seeds of War, Sabhaparva as a turning point. The Sabhaparva is a pivotal section in the Mahabharata. It marks the transition from a story of familial discord to an epic battle between good and evil, the humiliation of Draupadi, the exile of the Pandavas, and the inaction of the elders set in motion a chain of events that culminated in the Kurukshetra war. The events of the Sabhaparva highlight the complexities of Dharma, the consequences of unchecked desire, and the importance of standing up for justice. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even the grandest of celebrations can be marred by human flaws, and that the seeds of conflict often lie dormant within the human heart, waiting for the right moment to sprout.